Okay, morning everyone. The next set of work due in for next Wednesday will be on two-way tables and frequency trees. I'm going to do an example of each now and then we'll set you the work through Google Classroom. So, page 41, two-way tables. What do you need to know about a two-way table? You can read it two ways. So you're able to read it down, but you're also able to read across. So it's going to be displaying two sets of information. And it is your job to be able to read and then answer questions on it. So the example we've been given is the number of shops and churches are recorded for each of 20 small villages, and it's shown below. So you can see going along the top is number of churches, which means for churches we will read down, and number of shops we will read across. So we can see that we have the option of 0, 1, 2, 3 for both churches and shops. So the first question, how many of the villages have 3 churches? So we are reading down the two-way table. So you go to 3 and you're going to add the numbers that are in that column. So we only have 1 and we have 5 and we have 0 and we have 0. 1 plus 5, there are 6 villages that have 3 churches each. Nice and straightforward. Part B, how many of the villages have the same number of shops as churches? So what that means is they can have 1 church and 1 shop, 2 churches and 2 shops, 3 churches and 3 shops. So let's look. If we, for this one, you will go down from 1 and you will go across from 1 to the square that they meet, which is here. So there's 1 village that has 1 shop and 1 church. So then, are there any that have 2 churches and 2 shops? So again, we go down and we go across to the square that they meet at, which is 8. And just to double check, if we go from 3, again down and across, there are no. So the 2 numbers that we have circled, you'll add those up. 1 add 8 gives you 9. So there are 9 villages that have the same number of churches and shops. And the last one, find the total number of churches in the 20 villages. So again, churches, so you're reading down. So if you look, 0 churches, there are 2 villages that have 0 churches, so we can't count those. So for 1 church, there is 1. So there are 1, 2 and 1. Go to 2 churches, we just have the 8 villages that have 2. And then those who have 3 churches, we have 1. And we have 5. And the numbers that I have starred, we add together to find our total. So 1, add 2, add 1, plus 8, plus 1, plus 5. So there are 18 villages in total, 18 churches in total across all the villages.